In episode 4 of The Rings of Power, it was revealed that the Dark Wizard is an istar, like the stranger himself. But what does this mean, and what insight does it give us into the identity and motives of this character? The istar are the wizards of Middle-earth, of which there were 5 in total. 2 of these, Gandalf and Saruman, we know from the Lord of the Rings films, and a third, Radagast, features in The Hobbit. These wizards were Maiar, a kind of divine spirit sent by the Valar in the Third Age to aid the people of Middle-earth against the evil of Sauron. The final 2 wizards are much more mysterious and feature little in Tolkien's writings. Information about them is piecemeal and often contradictory, as Tolkien changed his mind over the years about who these wizards were and what their role was in Middle-earth. These 2 were initially described as wearing robes of sea blue and are thus often referred to as the Blue Wizards. In early writings, they arrived together with the other 3 in the Third Age and travelled into the east to work against Sauron. Tolkien himself said, "I really do not know anything clearly about the other 2 wizards. I fear that they failed as Saruman did, though doubtless in different ways, and I suspect they were founders or beginners of secret cults and magic traditions that outlasted the fall of Sauron." In this version, the wizards are called Alatar and Palander. Alatar is selected to join as an emissary to Middle-earth and takes Palander, his friend, along. However, this story changed drastically in Tolkien's later writings. In this new version, these 2 Istari arrived much earlier than the others, in the middle of the Second Age. Tolkien says, "Their task was to circumvent Sauron, to bring help to the few tribes of men that had rebelled from Melkor worship, to stir up rebellion. They must have had very great influence on the history of the Second Age and Third Age in weakening and disarraying the forces of the East, who would both in the Second Age and Third Age otherwise have outnumbered the West." In this later version, the 2 have different names, Morinatar, or Darkness Slayer, and Romastamo, East Helper. These names are Quenya Elvish and appear to be epithets probably earned from the people of Middle-earth. In this version, the wizards were at least partly successful in hindering Sauron in the east, as described by Tolkien. The situation in the Rings of Power seems likely to be a blend of these 2 ideas. 2 wizards have definitely arrived in the Second Age, and one of them already appears to have failed in his task and founded some kind of cult or magic tradition. So it's likely that the Dark Wizard, at least, represents one of these 2 mysterious characters. As Amazon don't have rights to any of the texts about these wizards, it's unlikely that the names, or even the concept of blue wizards, will appear in the show. But I suspect this idea about the 2 having once been friends before coming to Middle-earth will find its way into the story, adding more nuance to the conflict between them, and providing the opportunity for a redemption arc, or possibly the opposite.